Well, greetings and hello there, everybody. It's me, your beloved Star Wars dad, Nooch Too Good. And you know, with Lightspeed bundles coming out at a furious pace now over the past 3 months especially, but really over the last year and 2 months. It's been 14 months since we got Lightspeed bundles. They've continued to come out at a delicate pace, you know, once every few months, and then the summer was a whole bunch released, and then all of a sudden, bam, here in the last 2 to 3 months, we're just getting ballistic numbers of Lightspeed bundles. They're blowing up the game, and they're really making things interesting and challenging, really covering almost every older journey. Actually, they probably are covering every older journey now, except for Lord Vader and Jedi Master Kenobi, and we've even gotten pieces of them in these Lightspeed bundles. But especially with the Jabba one recently, now the Revan's out, what is the future of these Lightspeed bundles? And more importantly, why is this happening? Now, I've done a little bit of research and homework, taking a look at Star Wars Galaxy Heroes, giving my thought, and I think there are only a few possible reasons why we might be getting all of these different Lightspeed bundles right now, and I kind of wanted to talk about that. So let's take a look at my 5 reasons, and if you've got reasons, throw them in the comments. I'd love to hear from you guys. This is definitely a video where looking for a bunch of community engagement and you guys to tell me exactly what's going on or what you think is going on with Star Wars Galaxy Heroes. And our first reason here is one that comes up quite a bit. It's dying. This is people do this every single time a Lightspeed bundle comes out, every time I make a video. The game is dying. There's unloading all their assets on everybody in order to bring us to the end of the game. They know that they're only got a year or 2 left in this, and they're just gonna just bombard it and make every dime out of the game they can until they shut the game down. Now, I will fully admit, I think this is a possibility. It's entirely possible, and you do see this with games that are dying. And my most recent example I always point to is Lord of the Rings, Heroes of Middle-earth. They pretty much knew from the beta that that game was going down. As such, knowing that their game was not going to be successful, they dropped an Elrond event early, maybe hoping something magical would happen, and it didn't. And then later on, they just kept dropping pack after pack after pack. They released every character they had developed. They just dropped on the community in short order and in quick fashion in order just to get them out there, make a few quick bucks on their way out the door, and then they shut the game down a few months later. So yeah, it is possible. It's possible that the game is dying. Do I think it's likely? Do I think it's the most likely event? I'm going to say no. We'll talk about some more of those reasons as we go, but we've talked about it. The PC client came out this year. They've got plans to develop all sorts of new characters next year, up to 20 to 21 new characters, or maybe more even, the same as we had developed this year. So it doesn't appear that there's any lack of development in the game, and we mentioned the PC client. So I think based on what we're seeing in the game in general, and what we can see is that everybody's buying these Lightspeed bundles, and when that much money goes into a game, hey, when they were releasing all those characters in Lord of the Rings Heroes of Middle-earth, nobody was buying them. Nobody cared. Everybody was out. Everybody was done with the game. But in this game, you can see everybody's buying Lightspeed bundles, and therefore, you know, fueling and giving credence to the game and giving money to the game. So is the game dying? I really don't see that as the primary thing that's going on with Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. When we take, let me know. I know a lot of you guys are gonna feel a lot different out there, but I just not see it. I don't see it. So what's another thing that might be happening in Star Wars Galaxy Heroes? It may be possible that perhaps Relic 10 is inbound. I think that they may point to something here. You know, maybe they're releasing all these Lightspeed bundles at a furious pace to get rosters full of Relic characters because they've been wanting to release Relic 10 for a long time. Relic 9's been around for, what is it, 2 or almost 3 years now? I don't remember I should look up the date, but I'm not gonna. It's been around for a long time. Relic 9 has been here. And is it time for Relic 10? Is Relic 10 coming to the game? Is some new Relic extension, you know, like instead of Relic, now we're gonna get Cosmic or something? I don't know. What is the next? Is there some next evolution of character development that's coming to all of our characters? And so in order to do that, they wanted to get as many rosters as possible loaded up with Relic characters so they can take us to Cosmic characters, Cosmic level A, B, C, D, something like that. Relic level 10, level 86, 89, 87, 88, 89, 90, Relic, or level up to level 100, and those levels now require gear instead of credits, something like that. Is something extra coming to the game with character development to take these characters above and beyond 7 stars, level 85, relic 9. Perhaps that is the case, and it's why they've released all of these characters into the game at relic levels for people to purchase and get their rosters up to date so that they can bam drop this giant new character development level on the game. Perhaps relic 10 or some kind of new character development stage is coming in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. And along those lines, reason number 3, maybe Super GLs are coming to the game. You know, we've got our Galactic Legends loaded up in the game right now. We've got them all here. We've got 9 Galactic Legends now. And we just got Ahsoka here today. Of course, I'm unlocking her tomorrow, but you know, whatever it is the case. So we've got all these Galactic Legends. Is some new Galactic Legend level coming out? Is it gonna get like, can we take anything? The game is based on a galaxy far, far away. Galactic Legend makes the most sense to me as a final character stage. Maybe there's something new coming up. Maybe there's like Universal Legends or Lore Legends or Top of the Lore to you. I don't know what it could be. Maybe they're going to expand. We've got our solo journeys, which lasted in the game for a long time. We had a Galactic Legends several years ago, 4 years ago now. Wow, 4 years ago? Is that really true? We had a Galactic Legends. Is there some extra stage of character that's about to be released right now, some universal stage? And so we needed to give all these people all of the characters so that we could release some super GL into the game so that you guys could have your rosters built up. I don't know. Maybe that's the next step of the game. How about this as an option? Business as usual. It's just, this is how the game works. When they find an idea that makes them money, they capitalize on the idea that makes money. And I'm going to say this while I'm talking about BAU, business as usual. It's entirely possible. It's entirely possible that Capital Games, they released the Lightspeed bundles last October, and they said, boy, oh boy, we doubled our revenue, which they did. When you looked at the data on it, they doubled their revenue. It's harder to get the data now, I think. Maybe it's not. Maybe you guys know of a data source that I'm not aware of, but it's harder to get the data now for their money. But just by my experience and looking at rosters and looking at random rosters and looking at every rosters, so many people are buying one or more of these Lightspeed bundles. It is fueling income for the game. So is it just business as usual? Is it just something that the company said, hey, we found a pack that we can sell to people and everybody buys it instead of all these $28.49 for these 2 guys? Did they skip the Lightspeed bundle for these guys, by the way? Did they just say we're not going to do that because nobody's going to buy it? I don't know. I thought it was coming out, but I haven't seen it. Oh, I haven't seen it because I got the characters. That's why. Yeah, on this account, I've got the characters, so I didn't get it. Although I'm getting these, I don't know, man. Anyway, we're not selling as many of these bundles. These bundles sell okay. These bundles have always sold okay for them, but Lightspeed bundles sell at a ridiculously unmanaged pace for them in Star Wars Galaxy Heroes. Have they realized this? And now they go, you know what? If we're going to be able to sell a bunch of these bundles, we're going to sell a bunch of these bundles business as usual. Greedy corporate CEOs grabbing every dollar and dime they can out of your pockets in the game along the way. And there's nothing new coming. Maybe nothing new is being developed. Maybe there's no new game modes. We haven't seen a new game mode really since Rise of the Empire Territory Battle. Yeah, we had a couple new things like the Galactic Legends shop or whatever, and you know, the episode pass, which that's not a new game mode to me. That's not a new game mode, so you know, whatever. So it's just business as usual. That, you know, that's how corporate America works. And my final possible reason, and the one that I really hope is the case, here's what I really hope. I really absolutely am hoping that they're giving everybody the opportunity to deck your rosters with boughs of holly during this holiday season. I really hope that there's some new reworked PvP, maybe I don't know, guild v guild, some kind of new competitive game mode coming in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, where they wanted to get everyone's rosters filled out as much as possible so they could match them up against each other in some kind of PvP, teaming up, getting to play whoever you want. Something beyond Grand Arena, or a rework of Grand Arena. We've been talking about Grand Arena for years now, ever since they changed the structure of Grand Arena. We've been talking about, we want this to be different. We don't like the way it's structured. Is there something new coming to Grand Arena, to Territory Wars, to a brand new game mode? Is there something coming to the game that's going to change up everything? Maybe even just like some kind of new game mode that comes out that changes the way we use our roster, and it leads to changes in Grand Arena, and it leads to changes in Territory Wars down the road, or it revamps one of those and leads to, I don't know. That's my big hope. If I had to pin my hopes on what is happening with the absolute abundance of Lightspeed bundles in the game, not only being offered, but being purchased, my hope and dream is that they're going to take that and turn it into something new in this game that we can all play and have fun and compete with each other once again, instead of my 1.5 million roster going up against your 9.4 million roster because you are just casual in Grand Arena and I'm trying to take it serious. And both those things, well, only the casual comes true. The serious thing doesn't come true at all, because you just go in there and get your throat stomped and move on with your life and move on to the next day. So there you go. That's my hopes or my thoughts as to the 5 possible reasons for what might be going on in Galaxy of Heroes. Is it dying? Is Relic 10 coming, or some new character development node? Maybe Super GLs or some kind of new characters coming. It's business as usual. Or perhaps, if we all get really, really lucky, they're going to rework Grand Arena or bring us some new PvP mode in the game that really gives us a lot of fun. I saw a post yesterday, a comment on one of my videos. Fun is what we're missing in the game right now. And I agree with that. Right now, it's all about farming. It's about grabbing Lightspeed bundles. It's about going out there in Grand Arena and getting curb stomped, whether your roster matches up or not, or whether you put an hour of research into the entire round of Grand Arena or not. Territory Wars has been the same for 6 years. Territory battles, I don't think they're in touch. Rise of the Empire is going to stay there for quite some time. We need something to change to give us some new level of fun. Raids were changed around, but do we think raids are a lot of fun now? I don't think we think raids are a lot of fun anymore. We need something fun. We need some fun to come back to the game, and that's what I'm hoping is going to happen. Let me know your thoughts and comments. I'd love to hear from you guys. As always, I hope you have a great day. I will talk to you very soon, and always remember, Nooch Too Good.